I made $161 today just by testing GamblerBot V2. GamblerBot V2 is the advanced version of the GamblerBot V1. And if you don't know what is GamblerBot, GamblerBot is Vixibot offspring. In this video, I'm just going to show you how to set up your GamblerBot V2 from step 1 to step 3, because this is the channel that helps you to make profit in the financial market automatically. So do well to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and put it in the comment section where you are watching from and how much profit you are expecting from GamblerBot V1 as well as GamblerBot V2. Vixibot is great because you don't even have to install it in your computer, or neither do you need a VPS to install your Vixibot. All what you have to do is to navigate to your Telegram and search for this name, VixiBot Forex bot. If you've been using the previous version, you know the process, that it is very sweet when you wake up every morning and see profit close and so on, just like this. If I scroll up on this my Vixibot account, you're going to see here GamblerBot position close. Remember that Vixibot is the motherboard and the GamblerBot V1 and V2 is the offspring of the Vixibot, which is the motherboard. Like you can see from here, I made $83 from Vixibot GamblerBot V1. That is the V1. And if I scroll up, I made $26 from the V2, which is the testing. And I want to point out something to you. So whenever you are using any of these bots, there are different plans, and those plans carries different profit threshold and different trading risk management as well. So go ahead and check it out. It is recommended to activate the GamblerBot standard version upward, but if you are using the free version, maybe you want to test out things, how it works, there's no problem. You can go ahead, set it up, use it, and when you make so much profit, you can opt into the premium version, which is the standard as well as the platinum plan of your GamblerBot. And the more plan you have, the more profits that you make as well as less risks. So let's dive into how you can set up your GamblerBot. Click on the link. I'm going to drop the link in the description. You just have to click on start, and then it is going to prompt you with this message and ask you some information like your email address as well as the country that you are messaging from. So go ahead and provide the information, and when you are done, click on menu and then click on settings. You are going to see three different bots. These bots can also be called strategies. So there are three different bots, which is Vixibot, the mother bot as well, GamblerBot, and then GamblerBot V2. So if you click on the Vixibot, you are going to see it is temporarily unavailable at this moment because of some major technical issues. So if you are watching this when it is going to be available, there's going to be a link here for you to set it up on the instructions. Vixibot is very easy to set it up. It's just straightforward. Connect your account, power it on, set your lot size, which is the volume, and then bam, you are good to go. Because this video is specifically for GamblerBot V2, so I'm going to click on the settings again and then navigate to the GamblerBot V2. And if you are curious to set up your GamblerBot V1, which is free of charge, you can also check out the video. I've dropped the link of the video in the description. So you can click on the link to set up your Vixibot and GamblerBot V1 in that video. So go ahead and do that right now. Remember, the GamblerBot is absolutely free of charge, while the GamblerBot V2 requires subscription. So let's go ahead. You can see I have a position from GamblerBot V2, my test position, in which it just notified me right here. So let's proceed. So I'm going to click on settings and then click on GamblerBot V2. So, and if you click on GamblerBot V2, you are going to see a button right here that shows FBS Real. So it shows that I am connected to my FBS account. In your own case, it's going to show broker none when you are not connecting at all. So to connect to your broker account, you have to click on that button, which is the first button, and it is going to prompt you with a message to choose the platform. Ignore the messages I'm having here. It's just my GamblerBot executing position for me, incrementing the position. I'm going to explain what it means. But for now, we are just ahead of connecting our account. Because of these messages, let me go ahead, click on settings again, click on my GamblerBot V2, and then click on the broker button, and then it prompts me to choose my trading platform. So for now, it's only MT5 that is available. So when you click on the MT5, it's going to ask you to send your broker server name or IP address. So take note that the server name is case sensitive. So if your broker server name is uppercase FBS and you put lowercase FBS, it's not going to work. So take note, because some people do not get it right here. Sometimes they might mix the case and it will not work. Their GamblerBot is not going to connect to their broker account. So take note, it should be the same. So currently now you can see, if you send the server name as well as your MT5 account number, which is the account ID, and your MT5 password, send it to your bot, it is going to automatically connect to your broker account. So once it is connected, it is going to direct you to your menu again, where you can see all the settings from your GamblerBot. So once you get to this point, I'm going to explain all the settings, what it means right here for the GamblerBot V2. Remember that GamblerBot V2 is supercharged to make more profit than the V1. So it is recommended to go subscribe to the V2 if you want more power and more profit in your trading journey. I've personally used it through my testing journey, and I've shown you how much profit I've made so far, and at the end of this video, I'm still going to show you the profit that is started in the period of yesterday evening and now. Currently now, you can see the time on my mobile phone right here. So throughout that process, I was able to make this profit. So let's proceed to the power. So the power is the power button, like turning in the power button of your TV or the power button of your car, maybe the ignition of your car. So you can click on the power button to turn it on. Whenever it is red, it is turned off, and whenever it is green, it is turned on. If you don't want your bot to be turned on to do any activities on your account, you can go ahead and turn it off, okay, and it is going to show red. Take note that before you can turn on GamblerBot V2, you need a subscription before to turn it on. So go ahead and follow the instruction to pay for your subscription fee through cryptocurrency. So the volume is where you can set your GamblerBot trading lot size. So by default, you can see it is on 0.01. So you can set it based on your risk tolerance. You can set it to any amount, you understand? So go ahead and do that right now. The multiplier is where you can set the multiplier level. That is how much percentage the lot size is going to multiply whenever it executes a new position. By default, it is set to 1, which means it shouldn't multiply the lot size. That is martingale in trading terms. So if you don't want it to martingale, just leave it by default. But if you want it to martingale, you can set it to 1.2, which is the minimum, or any amount you want to set. But the minimum is 1.2, which is 20% lot size. So it means the next position is going to martingale to 1.2% of the previous lot size. But by default, it is set to 1. So you can do that if you want. You can customize your bot, because that is the main objective of the GamblerBot V2. You can customize it to work the way you want it, okay? The batch order is the number of position in which you are going to allow your bot to execute at once. So if it finds a signal to execute position, what it is going to do is that it's going to execute for the first batch 4 positions. That is by default if you set it to 4. If you want it to execute 10 positions, 11 position, 1 position for each batch, you can also set it to 1 or any amount. By default, it executes 4 position each batch. So that is what it means. And the LS Perc, which is the stop loss percentage, is the maximum drawdown that you are willing to tolerate on your account. So if your balance dropped to this certain amount, by default it is set to 100%, which is no stop loss at all for your balance. So that is how it is. If you say, oh, I don't want to tolerate more than 50% drawdown on my account, you can set it 20%, you can set it 10%, you can set it by default it is set to 100%, which is normal, and it works well with 100%. Remember, GamblerBot is for gambling, so we gamble to hit big or we lose it all. But that is in the case of V1, but V2 You can customize it to gamble, and it gambles with supercharged ability than the V1. And if you want to use it as a normal trading but you don't want it to gamble, yeah, of course, V2 is all in one. You can also set it to execute trade for you like a normal trading board with no gambling. So that is how V2 works, and it is incredible what this V2 can do. If you even subscribe to Platinum, it is linked to AI algorithm. So AI predicts the markets for gold trading for you automatically, and it executes the trade without you even having to know what is going on. So Vixibot is great. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me see Vixibot is great in the comment section. Pause the video and do that right now, and when you are done, come back and click play. So the next one is the TP pips. The TP pips is the take profit in pips. So this take profit pips is the average of all your positions. So for the buy, the average of all buys, how many pips is in profit? If it is up to 20 pips, then it is going to automatically close the position. That is the take profit. That's how your board works. So it closed the position. You can see here I have a loss increment from here. I'm going to explain what it means because my bot is actively running on a test mode. I'm testing with my small account, which is the $47 that grown to 200 and something right now. I'm going to show you at the end of this video. So the take profit pip, if you want it to be lower than 20 pips, you can set it, but the default settings is good for traders of all experience levels. So if you want to supercharge your bot, you can set it to how many pips you want. By default it is 20 pips. Okay, the step pips is set to 11 pips. What this step pip means is that it means the change in pips from your current position, in which your bot is going to increment the position or add more position to the current position. For example, if you purchase, if your bot buys here and then the market moves up to 11 pips, let it buy again. And if it sells here, market move down up to 11 pips, let it sell again. And if it sells here and market move against it up to 11 pips, let it sell again. So you can also customize it. When we get to this add loss and add profit, I'm going to explain further on that section. So that's what it means. And then for the side, this is where you should take note of. The side is on H mode right now. You can click on it to change it to buy. You can click on it to change it to sell, and you can click on it to change it to auto. Now let's start from the buy. If you've predicted that gold is going to buy through a period of time, you can give your gambler bot v2 instruction to only buy, don't sell. That's what it means. And also, if you have a prediction or your analysis or your information insider whatsoever that gold market is going to drop, why not come to your gambler bot v2 and then under the side settings you toggle it to sell, and it is going to only sell. It is not going to place any buy position at all. That is what it means to set the side to sell or buy only. Then if you click on it again, you are going to see the auto. What does it mean? Auto. What this auto means is that if signal come for a buy, it should buy. If signal come for a sell, it should sell. But it shouldn't sell and buy at the same time, which is edging. So it's not going to edge. If the signal come for a buy and it buy and another signal come for a sell, it will not sell. But if the buy position is fulfilled, that is, it is take profit and the signal position come, it should also place the signal position. This is amazing. If this is incredible, put it in the comment section. Let me see incredible, and do not forget to give it a thumbs up. So how about the H mode here? If you click on it, it is going to change to H mode. So the H mode means if a signal come to buy, buy. And if signal come to sell while the buy position is still active, sell it again. So by default, it is on the H mode. So your gambler bot is going to place a sell order and buy order at the same time. But take note that the buy and the sell order are two different instances of orders which are managed individually. So they do not interfere with each of the positions. So the buy doesn't interfere with the sell and the sell doesn't interfere with the buy. This is incredible, isn't it? Let's proceed. The max at is the maximum time it can add position. It is set to 20 by default. Remember, by default, one position carries 4 batches. It means for each of the signal it is going to execute is going to execute 4 positions. So that is 1. So when it executes another 4, that is 2. Until it counts up to 20, it shouldn't execute again. You can set it to any amount. This is just to prevent your account, and it's part of the preventive measures that is put into GamblerBot V2. So by default it is 20. It can add the opposite direction, the direction that goes your direction. I'm going to explain that once we get to the add profit as well as the add loss. So symbol suffix is what people view as complicated stuff, but it is not complicated at all. If you watch this video to this point, you won't come to me and ask me what should I put in the symbol suffix, and you are not going to put trading symbol that is a pair here, because this is not a point to put a symbol that is trading pair. It's just to put a suffix of your symbol based on your broker. Some brokers like the One Royal that is supported by this bot put S on their suffix. Gold symbol or pair is XAU USD. Then some broker will put S. So that S is what you need to put here if you check your broker symbols and they have the suffix. So it's not for you to come and put Euro USD here or XAU USD here. It's not going to work. It's going to prompt you with an error that your broker doesn't have that symbol whenever it's supposed to execute position. So take note of this. For FBS, there's no suffix, so you can leave it to none. And other brokers, you can reach out to me if your broker is not available and you can't use this broker, and I will be able to customize your option to use your broker right here. So message me. Link is going to be in the description of this video to join the Discord. You can message me on WhatsApp as well as Telegram, anywhere you feel like messaging me. And then on Discord, we have a community of traders. Like in this case, you are seeing a community of our traders are on Discord. Do well to join the Discord channel. If you go to the Discord, the general tab is where you can interact, ask me questions. I'm going to be available to answer all your questions. And the AlgoB is one of our trading bots that trade cryptocurrencies, and a lot of users are making profit from it. You can go ahead, check it out. I'm going to drop the link in the description, and there was going to be a video right here that will show you how to set up your AlgoB trading bot. And then if you go to the trade history of our Discord server, you are going to see different trading position that is being closed. Like for example, Dami Larry Victory has a position closed from his gambler bot. This is actually gambler bot V1 because he have not subscribed to V2 yet. V2 is just new. This is my first video for gambler bot V2. You see it closed with $23, and if I scroll up, you are going to see different bots. Like this user that is AlgoB is targeting profit $250, and gambler bot for this user $8, and the profit keeps increasing. So you can go ahead, monitor how much profit users are making, and if you are using any of our bots like the gambler bot as well as the AlgoB trading bot, you are going to see your name right here and how much profit your bot have closed. So don't worry about it, just go ahead, check it out, and you can see this user Kingsley Olodo actually closed with 151 USD, and you can see 30 pips. That's exactly what I was explaining. So this user actually changed his trading pips to how many? 30 pips. That's what it is showing on the Discord. Like you can set it based on your preference, and he made $150 on one trading execution that hit the take profit. This user actually changed it to 10 pips. This user used the default, which is the 20 pips, and you can see somebody is sending me a message. He wants to find out about AlgoB trading bot as well as the Vixibot asking me to explain. So you too can message me on the Discord channel. I'm going to drop the link down below. So let's go back to our settings. So if you go to here, you are going to see orphan. What does orphan mean? Orphan means a child without parents. So you can make your bot an orphan. That is your gambler bot an orphans. Because remember, the mother is the Vixibot and the offspring is the gambler bot. But the orphan here is different from the mother of being Vixibot. What the orphans means is that if you turn on the orphans, it means your gambler bot is not going to manage any positions. It's only going to execute, give birth to a position, but it's not going to trend that position in terms of taking profit and so on. You understand? Or take our stop loss. So now, if you turn on your position, you want it to be orphan or zombies, but we choose to use orphan. You can call it zombies position or orphan position. It means your position will exist without closing. So if you want to manually close your position, if you want to be the manager of your position, you can turn on the orphan, and your gambler bot V2 is not going to manage those positions. It's going to leave it for you to do what? To automatically be the mother or the guidance or the manager of that position. If this is amazing, let me see in the comment section amazing, amazing, amazing 3 times, and then you will get the gambler bot V1 for completely free of charge. Just message me in my Discord channel, just like that user that messaged me and asked me to explain. So let's go ahead. I'm going to turn on the orphan because I want my bot to manage my positions. I don't want my position to be orphan positions or zone based positions. So I've turned it off. So the trade alerts just send me notification. Like you can see, this is position that was executed from GamblerBot V2, GamblerBot V1, and it sent me alert. If I don't want to receive the alerts, I can then do what? Turn off the trade alerts, and it is not going to send me any notification of trade execution, closing of trade, take profits, and so on. Now we've gotten to the add profit and add loss. So what this add profit means is that, in previous version, if position goes in your direction, it is not going to add more position to it. It's only when it goes against you, that's when it is going to add more position to try to recover. But in GamblerBot V2, the technique is totally different from V1 because you can choose to turn on add position when it is in profit, that is add profit, and also add position when it is in loss. So if your position is running on loss, and remember the step pips, and the loss that is running is up to 11 pips, it is going to add more position. And if your position is running in profit and the profit that it is running is up to 11 pips, it is going to add more position. So when it keeps going, you keep winning rather than keep adding position when you are losing. So when the average position reaches 20 pips, which is what you set here, 20 pips, if you decide to choose it, by default is 20 pips, it is going to close the position and take profit. So that's what it means, add profit or add loss. It means add position when I am in profit or add position when I am loss. You can customize it. This is incredible. And the reverse exit, it is off by default. The reverse exit means if at any given point the signal is revised, maybe your GamblerBot V2 has a signal provided by AI if you are using the platinum version, or by algorithms if you are using the standard version, and then a revised signal come. If it was a buy and a revised signal come, that is sell, it should close the position. And if it was a sell position and buy signal come, it should close the sell position. By default, we don't want to close our position. We want it to open and then exit on 20 pips. That's how it works. And this last button, you can clear default to the default settings. If you click on it, it's going to clear the default. So this is incredible, and this is how you can set up your trading bot. It is simple, and if you have any question, reach out to me on our official Discord server or my WhatsApp. Do well to message me even on my Telegram, and I'm going to be happy to help you set up your trading bot, any of our trading bots. There's something I also want to show you on my account right here. You can see it right here. It's what is here on your screen. So now, if you check out this account, I started it, I withdraw from this trading account, and the profit that was left, so this is it, I already withdraw some funds. The profit that was left, or the balance that was left in this account, was only $47. So I linked my gambler bot in less than 24 hours right now. So I linked it yesterday evening, and you can see it already made $221 in profit. So if I go to today, you can see it makes $161 in profit from $47. So that is the power of GamblerBot. And you can see the current position here. I'm actually gambling because I'm taking a lot of risks. You can see the position that was incremented. If I go to my position, you see V2 loss position incremented because I allow the add loss position. So you can see my other batch is 4. So it means for each position, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, which is the last position that just entered profit here. It has to be 4 positions. So that is how it is. And when it closes heavily. It's closed heavily. You can ignore the losses that you are seeing here. It's going to close anytime soon. But I decided to take more risks on this account because I all started with 47 USD, and I want to grow it to 1000. So if you like this type of video, please do well to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and let me know in the comment section what is your preference in using the Vixibot Offspring Gambler Bot V1 or V2. Let me know in the comment section. Then until then, I will see you in the next video. Okay.